Are you ready to redefine what it means to thrive at any age? Welcome to Age is Just a Number with BJ and Ruth. In your 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond, you deserve to live your best life. Say goodbye to preconceived notions and let's shatter those stereotypes together. Get ready to own your vitality because age, well, that's just a number.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today on Age is Just a Number. It's BJ, and obviously this is not Ruth, but this is Matt, and Matt is my coach, and so we're going to talk about some different things with him. But Matt, thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome.
Thank you for making time. Appreciate
Happy
it.
to be here. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe just a little bit of background for everybody. We don't want to spend a whole lot of time, going through, I've done this, and this, but you... Right now, this is what you do. You're a coach for, and you in the coaching world of things, you handle
Online nutrition and fitness. Yeah.
Okay, so you're taking the nutrition, the fitness, you do training programs and things like that as well.
I do nutrition programs, training programs, and packages up to help people that are struggling with mental health as well, right? So.
Okay, so we're going to talk about that because your background before you started doing this is the military.
That's correct. Yes. I spent 16 years in the military. Yeah.
Right, and so you were serving from here or all over? Or
I was serving down in the Esquimalt base, Victoria there. So
Okay.
I joined in 2005 and I released in 2021. So
Okay.
Yeah, so 16 years total. Yeah, so
Okay.
that was Navy. Yeah.
Right. So that means you would have been traveling all around during that time as well?
I did a Middle East tour over to the Gulf there in 2008, and I've traveled all the way down to South America, so I've traveled around the world, yes.
Right. So I've seen on a few of your posts and different information pieces, you mentioned mental health.
That's right.
About mental health, and you specifically mentioned too, as it relates to veterans, as it relates to, just everybody, and mental health as it relates to physical health. So maybe let's start with that. What got you kind of over on that part of things?
Well, I feel like mental health is just a huge aspect of our lives, right? So it's,
Sure.
I struggled personally 5 or 6 years ago with mental health, and I've learned I've learned how to alleviate these issues over time, right?
Yeah.
So ADHD, anxiety, depression, PTSD and stuff. I've struggled with all those, right?
Sure.
And I've just come up with different techniques on how to alleviate and calm all those issues down. So.
Okay. So what's the connection? I mean, I think I have an idea, but what's the connection for the whole area of the physical health and just taking care of our bodies and the connection with mental health?
I mean, mental health is everything. That's where it starts, right? If we're not in a good mental state, we're not going to be in a good physical state, right? So it all starts with mental health, mental well-being. So it's about getting outside and just, being calm and relaxed, and that'll translate into, quality when it comes to physical training and just living your everyday life. So,
Right.
yeah.
And I know on the flip side too that, I can be having a challenging day or whatever it might be. I mean, I'm in the gym first thing in the morning, but I can be having a challenging situation that I'm dealing with. But just getting to the gym and working out and just the exertion, I guess, if nothing else.
Yeah.
I come out of it feeling in a better state.
A lot of the time it's tough to just get to the gym. You just got to get yourself there. And then once you're there, you want to start off with exercises that you're good at to boost those endorphins, and then that'll progress you through the gym, right? So it's progress you through your session. So a lot of the time it's just about making it there. Just get yourself to the gym and you're going to start feeling better, I promise you. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a good line.
Yeah.
For sure. Just get yourself to the gym and you're going to start feeling better. So now, from your perspective, was part of this just as a result of things you dealt with while you were in the military that you're dealing with?
Yes, yeah. When I was in the military, I developed some PTSD and anxiety issues, and it's the gym has been a safe place for me. So
Sure.
I go to the gym, and this really helps me focus, and it helps me kind of, I guess, release that energy, right? So it's, and I also wanted to teach other people about how they can alleviate these issues, PTSD and anxiety, right? So I've developed ways that I can overcome these issues. So it's, I just wanted to pass them on. So I have a passion for that. So
Yeah, no, I hear you for sure. So now let's talk about that. Let's say somebody says, well, can I do this? We know that you can train at home. You can train at the gym. And we've talked about on this channel that if for people to just start and starting where you're at, in a situation like that, are you better served to just get out of the house and just get to the gym versus trying to do it at home?
Yeah, a lot of the time you just got to change up your environment, right? And going to the gym, doing one at home, just kind of, you got to get out of where you feel comfortable all the time, right? So it's like you need to change things up, and getting into the gym, just getting into a different environment is going to help you in general. So yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So let's say we have somebody who maybe they say, I think that's going to help me. What advice would you have for them? Now let's say we have somebody who's just starting out, and maybe there's physical issues, there's mental health issues. What should they do? They want to do something to get themselves in a better state.
You just got to get into the gym, whatever you feel like doing. Maybe it's running or lifting weights or swimming. Just get yourself there and just start, and then just keep going. Just keep showing up every day, and it's going to help you over time. It's just going to give you that place where you can feel safe in, right? So it's that's basically it. Yeah.
And here's something that we have talked about on the channel as well, is finding out or figuring out the right gym for you, because everyone's not going to feel comfortable in the same gym.
That's right.
Right?
Yes.
So maybe talk a little bit about that from your perspective as well.
I've been to quite a few gyms over the years, and you just have to show up and try one gym out, right? And it might not be for you, but you'll see the environment right away. If you feel good in that environment, I suggest sticking to it. So it may be a bodybuilding gym, it may be just a gym just for everyone just starting out, or the community gym, or maybe you just want to work out at home. You can do that too, right? So it's but when it comes to gyms, I would suggest starting out at a community gym and just going from there and see what you like, right? So whatever your goals are. So if you want to bodybuild, you find a bodybuilding gym. So it's but I find the community gyms are pretty good for accepting everyone. So
sure. Yeah. And I think we've talked about this. I think it's important to identify also where you're going right up front. If you missed it, we have one whole episode called that we titled "Where Are You Going?" and we talk all about you having a destination in mind. And I think it's important that you've identified what that destination looks like. And maybe you can speak to that, because I see, and we see guys at the gym. It's great that they're there, great that they're putting in the time, but some of them, and I'm not trying to cast aspersions on anybody, but I don't think they really have a destination. So they're there putting in the time.
That's right.
But to me, it just seems like sometimes people aren't real focused on what they're there for.
Yeah, I guess a lot of the time people show up to the gym just to feel good, right? They just want to lift weights, and what they're doing essentially is just maintaining their level, but they're releasing the endorphins to feel happy and stuff. So
and that's good, right? That's a good, keep going, but that's a good starting point.
Yeah. So if you have goals and a plan, which you should, you got to come in, and you want goals and a plan. You come in and you want to pick like a bodybuilding gym or a regular gym to work out at, right? So whatever your plan is.
I know the difference, but just for anybody watching, help me understand, or help them understand, what's the difference? What's a bodybuilding gym versus what's a community gym or a regular gym?
Community gym is, it's where everyone can show up and work out. You're going to have your basic weights and your basic workout setups, right? So
would that be like the Y or something like that?
It'd be like the Y, something similar to that. A bodybuilding gym is just going to be, a lot of machines that are specifically built or specifically made to help you build each body part and muscle group, right? So it's, there's probably going to be a lot more leg exercises, and there's probably going to be a lot more, just different machines that you're not used to seeing at your conventional gym. So it's, and the atmosphere is a little, these guys are into it, right, all the time, whereas it's a little more casual at the Y or something like that. Right?
Sure.
So,
Yeah. Okay. I mean, and I know that for all of us, but I think it's good for all of us to know. We've talked about finding the right place for you, the right gym to work out at, and you can, most places will give you can get like a complimentary pass or maybe 3-visit pass or something. Yeah. So, there's a lot of value, and I think you have to go more than once though, right? To get a real sense of it.
That's right. I would say a week for sure, just to feel it out. And, a lot of new gyms, you're going to feel anxiety going in, right? So you just got to give it a chance. So it might even take longer than a week, but, because you're going to be out of your comfort zone. So, that's about growing too. That's the part of growing, right? So you just give gyms a shot, and, it'll take a couple weeks for sure. So,
yeah. So, and we're going to carry on with this in another episode as well, but let's talk about coaching. So I'm going to go to the gym. Let's just say I've never been to the gym. I'm going to come to the gym, and they'll give me a program, probably a good one, but they'll give me a program. Yeah. Do I still need to have a coach?
I would recommend you have a coach, because you're going to have a fitness program, right? But you're going to want a nutrition program unless you've already received one from them or their staff on hand, right? So that's what I do. I give you customized nutrition and fitness programs. So.
Sure. So so let's put it in perspective. So a friend of mine just started at a community gym, and he got a workout plan that he's happy with. And the question is, does he still need to engage a coach?
I would engage a coach for the accountability purposes.
Very good.
Time,
yeah,
right?
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a really good point.
So the accountability purposes will keep you in line, right? I'm checking in with my clients every couple of days, and I'm making sure that they're still staying on the program, right? So that's huge. Most of my clients want accountability. That's really what it comes down to.
Sure. Yeah. Sure. And so we understand we're going to spend a lot more time on coaching in another episode, but just for everybody that's watching to understand, so Matt helps me and is my coach with my diet and nutrition. And I think are we 2.5 years in or something like that now? Yeah,
we started, I want to say I think it was February 2022. So we're coming up on 2 years.
Yeah. So, and of course I am preparing for the UFE World Championship in 2024, which is in November. So, but that's coming fast, right? Like and here's the thing that helps with having a coach is Matt and I talk about, okay, what are we looking at for dates? What are we looking at for times? How do you feel this week? What do you look like this week? So I actually send a picture or pictures, right? So you get pictures every week with the weigh-in, and so we can gauge progress. And I think that's one of the things that the value of having a coach is, can you go to the gym and train without a coach? Sure. But the value of having a coach, among other things, is the accountability, and then I think someone that helps you stay on task, right?
That's right. It's another set of eyes to look you over to, right? So that helps for progress. So,
yeah. So we're going to pick up on that on the next episode, and we're going to, we're pumping out footage, pardon me. We're pumping out episodes regularly every week. So if you haven't, please take a minute and subscribe. Want to make sure that you don't miss anything that we've got coming up. And when we have special guests, and we're going to have more and more guests on talking about specific things, you want to subscribe so you don't miss those. And another thing, please, if you have any questions specifically that I will send them to Matt, and we'll put your contact info in the description also. So if you want to reach out to Matt directly about maybe what he can do for you, or just you have some questions, or maybe you want to talk about your experience with a coach and doing it yourself. And I think it's great feedback for everybody else to see. Or if you have any questions for me, and obviously for Ruth as well, you can put those in there. So thank you for taking time to join us, and thank you, Matt, for being with me and everybody else today.
It was a pleasure being here.
And okay, see you next time.